Hiya folks, how's it going? Okay, let's see how well this works. Lately, Games Workshop have been re-releasing their codexes on the iPad in the bookstore, and they're interactive and they're brilliant, and I've got the Necron one, and everyone that I've showed it to has been like, oh, that's amazing, but no one's ever really seen it. So, it lives in the iBook section on the iPad, and it comes up as a normal book in your collections. So we open it up, and let's see what we get. I know what we're going to get, but it's nice for you guys to see it. It opens up at the last page that you had it, basically. So if I go back to the very start of the codex, and that's a reflection of me and my camera, hopefully it will pick itself back up in a moment. There we go. Right, so front page, and your whole codex is divided into sections. So you get your introduction, and you can flick across it on these dots at the bottom here. So your basic storylines about the Necrons. You come into the section where you have all your individual breakdowns of units, then on to war gear, the general chat about awakening the tomb, you know, how to build the army. Picture sections are all in here, same as in your normal codex, split into your different aspects of Necrons, and then at the very end you have the normal army list. So to show you a few things, let's go back and let's start at the beginning of your codex. So you get your introduction, and you can flick through page by page, and it comes up with everything that's in the normal codex. You get all your histories of the Necrons, armies of Eon Past. It explains what's in the decks, and as you keep flicking through it goes through your sections. So now we're talking again about the history of the Necrons, their story. All of the artwork is still in here, and it's really quite nice. It goes through everything there. If I just pinch that closed, and we'll go to the section about the rules. So let's go straight to their special rules section. They're outlined here as reanimation protocols, and ever-living, entropic strike, and living metal, and it gives you a basic overview of them, which isn't very good if you need to know what the rule does. Unless, of course, you tap it, and it brings this extra section up that goes through the entire set of rules for ever-living, or living metal. If I tick that, it brings everything up there. Okay, so it is all in there, and as we flick through, let's say we're looking at the rules for our Necron Overlords and our Necron Lords. So we have their infantry type. Oh, what's infantry? Oh, it's outlined in 44 of the rulebook. What rules has he got? He's got ever-living. Can't be bothered to go and find it again. But if I, oh, doesn't want to play ball now. If I hit ever-living, again, brings it up. Reanimation protocols, Pharaon, brings the rules up. And say I want to know his points values. If I go to his army list entry at the bottom here, flick straight to him in the army list, points values and everything here. It's brilliant. And then if I want to go back, so everything's hyperlinked through the documents, it switches backwards and forwards, which is brilliant. And again, going through all your different unit types, they're all in here, or if you're looking for something specific, it's quicker to pinch back to your overview screen and slide your pages along at the bottom here, and you can go, oh, I want to go straight to my Triarch Praetorians. Flick through, and again, oh, what's the Rod of Covenant? And it brings everything up there. Absolutely brilliant. So that's using the actual codex and finding the rules and everything in there. Now, this is what I really, really like about this particular sort of codex. It's always updated. So this was originally released, the Necron Codex itself was originally released in 5th ed. So that if you have a paper version of the Necron Codex, it's got the 5th ed definitions, the 5th ed rules, and the iPad version will constantly, I know you can see my reflection in there, but the iPad version will constantly update itself. It is brilliant. So in the paper version, when this particular codex was released, there was no model for Illuminator Ceres or for Orican the Diviner, Anrakir, Xandrek, Oberon. these guys didn't exist in model form, so they've been brought in, which is very, very cool. But another thing that's great about this particular style of codex, you still have all of your images. You can zoom in on them to see bits that you want. Got all these little interactive bits, flicking through the different styles. But you also get the 360-degree views. So, I like the idea of a ghost arc, but I want to see what it looks like all the way around. I want to know what sort of model that I'm building. And a lot of the big kits have got this 360-degree view attached into them. So it's absolutely brilliant. And then going back to the end, as before, you've got all of the army lists, all of their details, and same again, you know, oh, Resurrection Orb, what does that do? Everything is linked to everything else, so it takes away a lot of the flicking through that you get with a normal codex. Very handy, very easy. The only downside that I've found to this is it's not as easy to use the summary sheets at the end. You don't have that one sort of look into the back page of your codex, but you do have everything on here. And if you want to look up a particular rule for something, like example the Ghost Arc has its own particular rules on repairing itself, you can go straight to the Ghost Arc page and, oh, what's repair barge? Boom, job's a good one. So it is good, it's very handy, takes a bit of getting used to, but it is worth investing in, and I do hope that Games Workshop get around to putting these onto other platforms, so things like Android tablets and smartphones, because at the moment it is iPad only. But yeah, they are amazing. I will definitely be getting hold of the Space Marine Codex and the Chaos Space Marine Codex in the near future on the iPad, because it's just handy, and I keep a lot of my lists on the iPad as well. So, great handy bit of kit, definitely worth going over. That's another nice job from Games Workshop there. Thanks for watching, guys. Usual rules apply. Stay safe, have fun, and I'll chat to you all in the future. Bye!